Well, hello there. I saw you resting outside of my cave, so I thought I'd pick you up and see if I couldn't bring you inside. It started to rain, and that wouldn't be good to sit outside while you got soaked. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. I just wanted you to be here with me. I hope that's acceptable. Come. As I take you deeper in, I need you to know that going back out isn't a very good idea. So, why not take a look around? Here. I'll show you to my hoard. These are all of the treasures and curiosities that I've accumulated over the years. And these ones especially are my favorite. Here, I'll grab some of them. Alright. These are my gems. They're the things I'm most passionate about. As you can see, they're in a large pile right in the center of my living space. Here, take a look. This one I have many pieces of. This is 2 Labradorite. One of my favorite pieces. Labradorite comes from a neat little place in Canada called Labrador. It's also found in other places in the world, like the United States, but the name can kind of tell you where it's from. Labradorite mainly comes in 2 variants that I myself know of. One that is a dark green to gray color with almost black streaks. The stone itself isn't anything too special, but what gives it its beauty is its labradorescence. Its labradorescence is seen when held at an angle to the light, where a beautiful range of colors shines on it. It's a light that is most often a yellow-gold color with streaks of blue or green that run through it. It makes the stones shine quite beautifully. This piece I have is about the size of my palm, and it's rounded and polished so that its beauty can be seen from all sides and angles. This next piece I have is much smaller, as you can likely hear. But its color is more of a light gray, almost silver. Both stones are semi-transparent, almost opaque. But what makes this lighter gray stone very unique compared to the other types of Labradorite is not just its base color being of a lighter tone, but the light it reflects is more of a rose gold, fading into reds, oranges, purples, pinks. I don't have it with me right now, but even one of the pieces I have is a nine-tailed fox carved into a stone just like this, where the entire body of it shines pink and gold. It is rather amazing. Now, I do have more pieces. This is a thunder egg. This piece specifically is from Oregon, United States. As most thunder eggs are, they're most commonly found in Oregon or Australia. Australia is rather plentiful in its geologic wonders. I might fly there one day. This specific piece is cut in half and polished on its flat end. You can see how this chalcedony has poured into the rock through small pores, surrounded by this brown clay-like rock. Within it is a transparent, slightly blue sea, which is spotted and speckled with a white, opaque color that almost makes it look like a slightly cloudy afternoon. I love thunder eggs because while many stones are not quite as beautiful as their polished counterparts, thunder eggs and geodes especially hide beautiful tapestries within them that become only seen and known once we open them, from the moment they've created, no eye will ever see what beauty is within them until they're cut open. I've always wanted to do that myself. It's almost not quite sure how to put it. But it seems like it would be euphoric. Now, this is Lapis lazuli. I have 2 pieces of it here. Lapis lazuli is a deep blue, and it is opaque, not able to be seen through, with streaks or faces of iron pyrite, or fool's gold, as some have come to call it, that runs through the stone. I may be incorrect on this. I'm sure I'll be. I may be incorrect on this, but I believe the blue of the stone itself is called azurite. But this piece I have is about the size of my pinky. It's a rectangular-ish size. And the second piece is a smooth, oval-shaped cabochon cut. With a ring of iron pyrite that surrounds it and goes through the middle, almost like a jewelry wrapping. Makes it stand out quite well. These are sunstones. One piece is more opaque in nature. It's about the size of a grape. It's been polished and is flat on either end. Almost like, I don't know the word for, like a short, stubby cylinder that's fatter than it is tall. It's mostly a white, very fractured matrix that throughout it is several spots of black and larger areas of a bright orange, translucent substance. The color is reminiscent of late dawn, with that bright orange glow from the sun. Versus the second piece, which is entirely made of one large orange almost glass-like in appearance in its opacity, or rather translucence. It is about the size of my nail, and cut into, or its appearance is more crystalline, more natural. Instead of a strong orange hue, its color is more milky. Almost think it reminds me of one of those Haribo soda gummies. If you've seen those. I've almost been tempted to eat it once or twice. This is a piece of fluorite. It is cut into a obelisk shape with 6 sides that all turn to a point at the very tip. It is about the size of my palm and about half an inch thick. Its color is a deep purple that is mostly opaque, except for a few areas where the color is not so saturated, and you can see light shine through the stone, and its color not look so black, but more of a wine purple. I love this piece. This piece is about the length of half of my pinky. Its color is mostly a light brown with white and tan swirls that wrap around pockets of dark material. It's about as thick as my finger, It is I believe if I'm saying this right, a Turritella agate. And it is full. Upon closer inspection, the swirls are not just swirls of color, but they are in fact many, many small shell fossils of Turritella. In this stone alone, I can probably estimate there being a few dozen, despite its small size. The color and contrast from the shells to the sediment that they were ultimately laid in and fossilized in is why I love it so much. Finally, at least for today, these are all tiger's eyes. These pieces are about the same size, with one of them being about maybe a third larger. Tiger's eye is a type of chalcedony, if I understand correctly, that has a brown to gold color. It has a special type of iridescence that shines this bright gold color that follows the light as you turn it, almost making the stone shift and move as you turn it around in the light, its form dancing in your hand. It's one of my favorites, and one of the most common that is easily able to obtain for people such as yourself. But for now, that is all that I will show you of my hoard. But you will stay. You will be added to the very top of my hoard. More valuable than any gem, than any gold, than any prize or treasure is you. Your beauty, your intelligence, your strength, your tenacity. I admire it. And so you will be the most valuable part of my collection. A cutie like you is the crown jewel in my halls. I hope you enjoy your stay.